Hey guys, new video for you. So I went out and got myself an NFL Blitz 2000 gold. It is not a dedicated cabinet. It is a conversion, but it's a nice cab. It's in good condition. The only problem with it was the monitor was dead. So it had a Hantarex Polo in it. I had an extra K7500 Wells Gardner sitting around. So I installed that. I got the Blitz up and running, and it works great. Plays great. I put a compact flash kit in it. I didn't put that on video because I mean that's pulling the cable off of a hard drive and putting a compact flash in the slot. So I didn't record that. I didn't think you guys would want to see that. I can show you the kit in this video, so you can just see what it is. But the Hantarex Polo, it's a good monitor. The one I have, of course, is not. It's dead. It's in HV shutdown, so it does absolutely nothing when powered up. There is power going to it, obviously, because I put 7500 in there and it works great. So what we're going to do in this video is I got myself a Flyback. I got this from Arcade Parts and Repair, I think. And then a cap kit. I got the cap kit from iankellogg.com. I really like his cap kits. And I got some hots. This is a pretty common hot, I guess, so I ordered a few of them. I got those also from iankellogg.com. And so there's the hots over here. I'm going to probably just throw that in. I guess, you know, if you've watched any of John's videos on rebuilding his Hantarex Polo, he had a lot of problems with it. Blew some hots. Reading online, a lot of people seem to have that same issue. They blow a lot of hots. So I got a few of them just in case. The Flyback, it doesn't look like it's in the best shape. It looks like it's probably an original Flyback. That's why I got that. And I guess it's pretty common for these Flybacks to fail. And then just looking over the board, there's actually, if I go underneath the cage, I'll show it to you here in a second, but there's some capacitors in there. I'm guessing those are on the high voltage side, and they're actually bulging, which I've never seen before on one of these cases, but it is a bulging cap. You'll see it. They're huge. So with that said, I think we should just start working on it. What do you think? Sound good? All right. All right, guys. So here's what we got. Here is our Hantarex Polo cases, and you know it's definitely got a dark area right there across the entire board. You know, this is the same monitor that you'd find in like a Mortal Kombat. They used a lot of these. It's not an uncommon monitor. That's why I'm trying to fix it. Even though I had a replacement that I could just fit in that cabinet, I did want to get this one up and running because this is a good monitor to have on hand. So let's. I mean, what should I do? Should I start with the Flyback? I guess. I suppose I should. So that looks like that's the Flyback, right? Ooh. You can see some. You can see some ugly spots on this board. Where the Flyback is. Oh, look at this. You guys got to see this. There's some really dark spots down here. Okay, so let's see if I can, how close I can get you guys in there, and you can see that's kind of ugly. That solder joint right there, that's kind of ugly. And then you got a little drip of solder there just hanging on the board. And then look down here. Look at how discolored that is. Very discolored. You see that? And that down there, R221, I don't know what that is, but it's dark. Well, let's start with the Flyback. And we've got our trusty FR300 here, Hacko desoldering iron. Super nice desoldering iron, and you know, just a big old gob. Big old gob of solder right there. Oh. Oh, so the pins for the Flyback are too big for me to stick my entire tip around. So I've got to kind of go in next to it, just pull it off. That's the really ugly one here. One thing you can do when you're working on these is just kind of pull your new Flyback up and just kind of look at it, and then you can kind of see, you know, where some solder points are if you're missing any. I'm not. I think I got them all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got them all. And then there's one big one right up here that you got to kind of bend over. I'll show you. I guess some people forget this, but we'll see it on the board when we get this old one off. That one's kind of bent over. That one's kind of different. It doesn't go right through, from what I can tell. Oh yeah, it does. I can see it right here. Boy. Let's see. It's this big one right here. And there's he's definitely broken through. Oh, still some solder on there. There we go. Now she's out. Still, my solder points are still in there. Well, that one's got a big gob right there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick a little solder on some of these solder points. So I can try to get it to pull up a little bit better. Some of the old solder is just not coming off very easily. And sometimes you just got to give a little heat to it with some of the new solder. Try to get some of that old solder off. I'm just going to try to kind of reflow some of these points. Boy. No wonder that's so ugly. Come on. There you go. Once I get this flyback out, I'm going to kind of wipe this area down. There's a lot of old flux on here. I usually try to get away with not doing this. And with the FR300, you usually, I mean not all the time, but you usually can get away with it. Not this time. Okay. Now we got the new solder on there. Let's try this again. Nice hit every point with some new solder. There we go. Okay, so let's get this flyback out of here. Should be able to just pull right up. Okay. And so I'm not going to take the wires off this because I need to see, where they go on my new flyback. So this funky little wire, there's two open spots here. I'm pretty sure it came off the top one, which by looking at things, I think that mounts up correctly. Yeah, that should mount up correctly. Okay, let's get a little bit of alcohol here, and I'm just going to kind of clean that back of the board up and maybe hit one more time with the hackler, try to get any of that old any old solder off there. I don't want to lift any pads, so I'm just going to go real quick across it here, but I like that pad right there is lifted already. Some of it is. That one is too. I mean, not all of it. It's still got enough there that I can make it work, but definitely a little bit of lifting there. So I got to be careful with that. Ooh, that one's lifted too. Yikes. Boy. Maybe I'm not going to go through with it and hit it again, because some of these pads are lifting right up. Like this one here. These two are really ugly. That one's easy enough because I can see why they put a big gob of solder there. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Here, look at this. So if you can see, where is it on the camera? Right there, that big one. See how it's brown up on the top? I don't know if I get the light in there. You see how it's brown up on the top? That pad doesn't exist anymore. It's been lifted up, and you can kind of see it chipping away here. If you look real close, you can see those pads are pretty ugly. So might have to run a couple jumpers. We'll see how I feel about them once I get the new Flyback in here. That one's not a problem. The big one. It's these other two that I might have to run a little wire across. We'll see. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Just looking at the traces on the board. It doesn't really matter which spot this extra little goofy lead goes in, because they both go to the same place. There's two spots on the board. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Two spots on that board. See them right there? 1, 2. They both go to the same place. I'd assume they had, different flybacks they were using, and one could go one spot, the other one could go in the other spot. But I'm not positive. Boy. That is a tough flyback to put in, isn't it? Boy, I'm not getting any of these wires in here. Oh. Got a couple of them in there now. I can't see where the other ones aren't going. Where are you off? Oh no. Boy, that's a tough flyback. There we go. Okay. She's in. She is in. Okay. Let's hit a couple of these points with solder to get that Flyback held in there. A couple of the good ones. I need one of those little roll things for the solder so I can there we go. That one's good. Let's see, what's another point I can hit that looks pretty good? That one looks pretty good. Yeah. Let's hit this big guy. Yeah, nice. Okay, guys. So there you go. That's the new Flyback. Soldered in there. I got a couple points. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to solder some of these quick here, and I'll come back and we'll kind of address these pads that are tore up. Okay guys, so I got her all soldered up here. It actually looks pretty good. I don't think I need to worry about any of those pads. They're kind of crummy. Just gonna clip that long lead. Make sure I find that clipping and toss it. Okay, so here's our new Flyback, and we've got some wires coming off it here that we need to wire up to their correct spots. So what we're going to do is we're going to look on our old Flyback. So sitting here, this is one of the leads here, this black wire. It looks like it's going up to our neckboard board. Neckboard board. And it leads up to right here. Right, this little case here. And let's see if I can zoom properly. Yep, I can. Okay, so that's the wire we've got to take off right there. It's on the neck board. It's actually just a little like case that you close down, and the wire actually comes out side of it like that, and it's inside of there. So there's just got little clips on the side of it. You just open those little clips up and it exposes the wire. So we got to get that out of there. Now our new Flyback is done. Done. Okay, whenever you do a Flyback, pretty much everyone tells you to do the hot. Oh shit, you were zoomed in the entire time. Sorry about that, guys. Might have to clip that out. Back to what I was saying, whenever you do a Flyback, you're supposed to do a hot. My hot is I believe that's the hot. And I hope that's the right hot for this. Jesus, that flying across the room. Okay. Hot is right there. Yeah, it looks like this has been replaced too. I am gonna I'm gonna pause probably and just double check. Make sure that I got the right hot here. Ooh. Somebody installed new hot and then didn't clip the leads. It's kind of weird. Okay. Two leads on that hot. The lead is not broken off here. There we go. Now it is. Perfect. It's got some heatsink goop here. And conductive, I'm guessing. Okay, I better make sure that these hots match up because they don't look the same. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so I looked online and here's what I found. So that's, get in there. Can you see it? There you go. C3688. That is the old hot. That is not made anymore. I'd assume it's obsolete. This is the most common replacement, I'm guessing. It's a J6920. That's what Ian Kellogg sells. That's what he says is the common replacement. That's what I'm going with. So I'm gonna stick a little heat sink grease on this, or thermal compound, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, I'm going to open up the wrong side. There we go. Okay, there we go. A little bit of that gooiness on there. Just kind of rub it all over, and this is get that on there. Okay, and then I'm thinking I do it with a little clip. I think we'll put the little clip in first. Yeah, there we go. Looks good. Put our little clip in, then hit with some solder. Now I can test the old hot and see if it's good or bad. I'm probably going to do that here. I got to look up how to do it. I don't really remember. Come on. There we go. If you guys can hear all that ruckus in the background there, the thumping and the thudding, that is my dog dropping bones and toys all over my house. She's that likes to do that. Okay. Hots are installed. Looking good. I'm gonna get my good clippers out. I don't know why I'm using my crummy ones. And we'll just clip the leads off this and get rid of them That one went flying across the room. Okay. There we go. New hot is installed. Okay. Hot. Flyback. And I can give you here. Let's give you a little bit better view what we're looking at here. Okay, so there's our hot right there. Okay, so that's been replaced. There's our flyback, that's been replaced. Okay, pretty easy to do, nothing crazy there. Now, let's crack open this bad boy. Let's get a couple. Computer back here is making a ton of noise. Let's put you to sleep. Let's see what we've got for a cap kit. That's not crazy. Nothing too wild there. Got a little book here. Okay, these are all neck board. Remote. Oh, there is a capacitor on the remote board. I noticed that. Okay, no picture. No picture of the board, but that's okay. Let's start up here. This is C121, and it's got positive listed on the board, and that's great. Looks like it's correct on this one. So I'm guessing C121 is this big bad boy right here. And this one's 100 UF, 250 volt. The old one is 100 UF, 200 volt. So higher rated voltage. It's good. Okay, I cannot get to it. I gotta take this cage off. I was gonna have to do this anyway. So let's get that out of here. So, football fans, how about those Vikings, huh? 9-2. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. How is it that you come off here? Oh, another screw. How we help take all the screws off. Okay. I mean, I can see where some of this is. I mean, it looks like it's, yeah, it just popped on there. There it is. Okay. And this last one should just pop right off too. Okay, so that's the bottom. That's easy enough to get off. Now, okay, you are just twisted, so we need a pliers. Okay, there we go. Got our fancy little metal cage. Now these are the caps that are bulging. I really hope that I have these in the kit. These are some big caps. 330 UF, 200, 330. Oh no. Oh no. There are no two 330s on here. I'm gonna have to get those because these are way bulging. don't think that they don't. It looks like they don't come with the kit, but look at this. Look at how much. Look how bad they're bulging. I mean, I've never seen a capacitor that's supposed to do that, so I'm thinking those got to go. That is C108 and C106. And they are definitely not included in this cap kit. That's too bad. We'll have to order those before we power this board up, because those are just gonna shoot ugly ass voltage into everything. It's gonna be ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, back to what we were doing. Let's get this cap off here. Okay. And we'll test a couple of these caps, see how they look. 100 UF, 200 volts, 100 UF, 250 volt. And the positive was correct. So, alright guys, you can't see what I'm doing. Let's do that here. Okay, so you've got a long leg and a short leg, and then a stripe down the side. Your short leg and your stripe down the side is your negative side. Long side is your positive. So you're going to stick one leg in a positive, the other in a negative. Kind of bend one of the legs so it stays in place. Try not to put the board on the cap you're installing. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, this is screwing me up here. I've been soldering this entire time with my right hand, and I usually solder left-handed. Okay, there's one leg. There's the other leg. Okay. Let's get rid of those. Okay. I don't like the way that installed, so I'm just gonna push down, just warm up that solder. There we go. Like my caps nice and flush. Okay, that one's done. Let's do the next one here. Looks like C123 or 25. C123 is 10 microfarad. 125 is 470. This one is near impossible to see. Let's just pull it out. It's got negative, positive marked, and they're marked correctly. I still can't see what that is. C120 something. 470. So that was 125. Yeah, C125 is a 470 volt or 470 microfarad. So this is C125. C125 on here is 35 volt 470, and this one was 35 volt 470. So same ratings. Okay. Now let's just move you over a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing better. Okay, so negative, positive, put them the right way. And just bend one leg. Kind of keep her in there. And move your solder, your soldering iron to the correct spots. And then you can solder appropriately. Cat, don't mess with that. Cat's trying to take down the camera. So, want anybody to see this? She's saying, don't watch. Don't watch. It's boring. And it might be boring, but you know what? I like working on monitors. They're kind of fun. Okay. That looks good. I don't think we need this anymore. Yeah, that looks good. I don't like the way that's sitting, of course. Now I do. Okay. All right, should we do one more together? Let's do one more together. C129, positive and negative are in the correct spots, according to the board. C129 looks like it's right there. Oops. It is. Now you can see things a little better, huh, guys? Okay. 129 is a 220 microfarad 25 volt. 129, 220, 25. 129, 220, 25. Okay. Positive, negative. Okay. That's kind of a tight little fit. So get down there. All right, we got lucky. Let's just take her off, set her down flat, do it correctly. Much better. And that's actually in there pretty flush, so we don't need to really move anything around. Yeah, look at this. So those two caps that are burst are right on the high voltage side, and that's the area they're in. So those definitely need to be replaced. I can't get away with not replacing those. So I'm going to order those up and replace them. There's really dark spots on this board. Really dark. So I need a couple 330, 200 volt, 200 watt bolt, 200, what is that? 200, well, let's see what I got down here. I've got a bunch of caps that are brand new. I didn't use for anything. It's 330 microfarad. None of those are going to go. Let's see. It's too big. Yeah, I'm not going to have anything that's going to go. I'm not going to have anything that'll go there. Too bad. Too bad. That's okay. That's okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna force you guys to watch this, but I'm gonna keep going down the cap list, and we'll just replace all these caps and see where we end up. I gotta order a couple of those, but I'll be back. Okay guys, so here's what we got going. You can see my cap kit here. I've got a few caps left there. Those all go on the neck board. C144 is, in the kit I got, is 1000 UF 35 volt. The one that was in there is this one, and is 2200 microfarad 25 volt. So they're different, and quite a bit different. So looking over things, I found a couple forum posts that were saying that Samar, S-E-M-A-R, Samar, bought Hantarex when Hantarex went bankrupt, and they changed some things on the board. So it appears that I have a different board, which I mean, that's not the end of the world. It just means I got to get a few different capacitors, and I'm writing them down as I go. Ones that are different than the ones that are listed on here, and I'm gonna post those in the bottom of the video when I get done, just in case somebody else runs into this. There are a few capacitors that were higher voltage than what I got in the cap kits. It wasn't much. Like they were rated for 63 volts. The one I got in the cap kits were 50. I still put those in. I don't think that's going to kill anything. You typically don't want to go lower voltage. So if you have a 63, you want to stick with 63 or go higher. But I did it. I did it anyway, because that's what I felt like doing. And that's what I had available. I might order, though, you know, I got to order some capacitors. I got to order this B+ filter caps from Mauser and replace those. So I might just order those caps, and I mean the microfarads on them, the actual ratings all matched up. It's just the voltage was a little bit lower than what was originally in here. So that's where we're at. I've got, you know, a handful of caps over here that I have replaced, and I'm gonna go through and do the neck board. Okay, holy shit. All these transistors. So I'm gonna assume they're color transistors. I might have to look up replacements for those, because they're in bad shape. I'm gonna try to reflow those. Actually, let's take a look at those right now. These color transistors look rough. And you can see here they're kind of bent up here. Yuck. Yuck, these are ugly. Is that just the little mounting? This little, I don't know if that's a heat sink or what that is. I might have to look into that. The actual, well, you know what? I'm just gonna desolder. I'm gonna desolder this one because this one's in the worst shape. I mean, they don't look too bad, but I mean, the actual points on them look like hell. You know, I'll probably look on Mauser, and if I can find a suitable replacement for these, I'll probably throw them on there. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick them back in here and throw some new solder on them. And I'll just, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reflow on all of them. Let's move you down a little bit. You can see what I'm doing here. Where did that guy go? So transistor that I'm doing is right there. See if you can see it. You got it in focus. I hate moving this one. I'm zoomed in. Yeah, okay. Let's just move you down a little bit. There you go. Jesus, more time futzing with the camera. Okay, let's get this cleaned up here. Jesus, warm up. There we go. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to look over this because it's just not the best soldering job I've ever done. Oop. Okay, let's see how we look now. It looks better. It looks more secure, that's for sure. Let's see if I can just touch these up a little bit. Let's zoom you guys back out. You're not gonna there. I should just reflow this and just pull the solder off. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's pretty ugly. I mean, I should look. Let's just look up how to test these quick. I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see. So 0.45 to 0.9 base to emitter. Base to emitter, so it should be that one to that one. It's got nothing. Let's try it this way. 0.66. Okay, so that's good. It's supposed to be 0.45 to 0.9. So I got 0.66, that's good. And then base to collector. Okay, positive on base. Positive on base. Can you see this? You can't see any of this. Here, let's zoom back up. Okay, you can see what I'm doing over here. It's base collector emitter. So base collector emitter. First test I did was base to collector. Negative on the base, positive on the collector, and that came up to 0.66, so that's good. And then base to collector, positive on base, and negative on collector. I'm not getting anything. Base. Collector. There should be a reading there, and there's not. There's not at all. Let's try it on our hot. Even though I'm pretty sure this hot was bad. 0.49. That hot was not bad. 0.9. 0.93. That's a little high. So that's not getting any reading at all, right there. Just for shits and giggles, let's switch it. Nothing. I'm gonna assume those are color transistors, and I think those are shot. Or at least this one is. And then emitter to base, positive on emitter, negative on base. It should be open, I think. To emitter. Yep. Oh, it should be 0.45 to point. Okay, that's good. I should pull another one out and test it. See if I'm getting the same readings. I'm going to do that. Oh, these are, I mean, these are definitely cold solder joints. You can see them move in there. I bet you this monitor was just having all sorts of color problems. Let me make sure these are good, or they're the same before I start flipping them. Should be. I'll have to double check, but they should be. All right, so let's see. Base to, I did that wrong. You go here and here, 0.65, that's good. That's base to emitter. Right, positive, base to emitter. Base to collector. Nothing. That's the same thing I was having over here. Nothing. Let's switch them around. Nothing. God, I should just order some replacements of these two. I think I'm going to. I'm already ordering stuff from Mauser. I think I'm gonna replace them. You know what? Since I've already got this, got it here. So let's look at the let's look at that hot and see what it was doing. So base to emitter, positive on base. Emitter's last leg, 0.93. Okay. And then base to collector 0.49. That's good. And then emitter to base, so positive on emitter, positive on emitter, collector 0.93. Let's switch those just in case. 0.93, collector to base, positive on collector, collector to base, nothing, open. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there and rack my head on these. I don't know. I gotta. Jesus, that was just a big old gob of solder. I don't trust any of those. They've all got burn marks on the boards. I don't trust them. I'm replacing them. I'll look that up online. I'm pretty sure those are color transistors. I replaced those. So we'll just do a couple more capacitors here before we call this video. Let's just do whatever we got here. C14, 4.7 250 volt. 4.7 250 volt. So she's matching up. Let's make sure they're marked on the neck board, and they are. C114 or C14. All right, we're doing just single digits now. C14. Positive goes against the plus. Negative goes against the dot. Stick her in there. A little solder on her. Looks good. Not flush enough. Now it is. Okay, and then we've got C18 up in the corner here. That's that guy. That guy. C18 is 47 microfarad, 50 volt. 47, 25 volt. So that's good. C18. 18. Positive over there. Negative over there. Okay, that's good. What do we got next? C12 is 100. I can see that. 100 UF. C12, 100 UF. 25 volt. This is a 50 volt. C12 is good to go. That's that guy there. Positive, negative. Get her in there. That one I've got to kind of bend over because it's got one of those funny legs. Two of those funny legs, rather. Well, let's get her in there. What in the hell? Oh, that's one of the wires somebody did such a horseshit soldering job on. God, whoever soldered on this neck board just did a terrible job. I mean, it's not that I'm amazing either, but it's kind of ugly. Anyways. Okay, that guy's in there. And then we just got a cluster up here. So we should have 4 left. We've got 5. C401. Oh, C401. That's on the remote board. So I've got 4 left, and there's 4 there. So it's these 4. C1, C2, C3, and C21. C1, C2, C3, and C21. That's what I got. I'm going to go do those. Thanks, guys. Be right back.